Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your 2021 Love Tarot Forecast. I'm going to bring forth messages for singles as well as couples. We're just going to see whatever comes through in the cards, but I will definitely try to give messages for both situations. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card for each one of your houses of your natal chart and look at how love is coming through in every area of your life. So let's get right in, Aquarius, and you have Jupiter and Saturn in your sign right now for all of 2021. So that should bring some blessings. Ooh, as I'm saying that, it's look at that. It's allowing you to get out of a stagnant energy where you didn't have fun, where you didn't feel like there was magic, there was no solid commitment, there was not a lot of happiness and love. Look at that. You're walking away, Eight of Cups, moving on with the Chariot towards true soulmate connections, where there is a lot of fire and passion and chemistry. And some of you, it's going to be a bit of a shock about how your love life changes in 2021. So that was just kind of a little side message there. So let's get back to shuffling. Show us Aquarius, all 12 houses. I'm just going to get all the cards out and show them to you quickly, and then we'll get into what each one means. Oh my goodness, Aquarius, I am so sorry, but I love how this is starting out, so we are going to just go with it. And I'll tell you what, when I was like just doing a little dry run here, just putting cards, the cards went up just fine naturally. Oh yeah, look at, you got a lot of strong energy coming in for you guys. Oh wow. But you are, you are not settling this year, Aquarius. You want true love, true happiness, true connection in 2021. You absolutely are not settling. I see that here. Oh my goodness. Don't hate me for this. I just want them all to be upright, and it worked perfectly. Okay, there we go. All right, it's 7th house. It is time to align to soulmates this year. It's 8th house. It's coming out of solitude, Aquarius. Oh my goodness, 9th house, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. 10th house, we've got strength. 11th house, we've got the 2 of Swords. And 12th house, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. All right. So you've got some real good cards as far as like all relationships go for 2021. So in the first house, you're coming through as the 9 of Cups. So Aquarius, this is a year where you are much more in tune with what you want, what you need, and you feel like you are in a position to build and grow and combine what you have with another person. So many of you may be moving in with somebody this year, or just depending on your current romantic status, this could be like living, moving in together, getting married, deciding to create a family with each other, a new addition coming to the family. Okay, so you know, wish fulfillment of what you truly desire, meeting somebody that mirrors you in 2021, or you and your current relationship. It's like a lot of happiness and wish fulfillment coming into play for you in that connection, and building and growing and expanding. And then the Queen of Swords in the 3rd house there, you have been on a journey leading up to this year where you've grown a lot. You've gone through a lot of analyzing about different connections, and you're grown, you're wise, you're showing as king, queen status. All right, whether you're male or female, with the Queen coming out, it's like your Queen King status now and your understanding around relationships. And coming through as the Queen, I don't feel that 2021 is so much a year of learning a lot through relationship connection. Doesn't mean you won't be growing, but it's not the primary focus. It's like you're going to be learning and growing in some other area of your life. That's the focus. It's time for like stability, because in the fourth house we have the Six of Pentacles, and that's growing roots in a very equal relationship. And in the fifth house, you look like you have some offers, some opportunities, you singles out there coming in. Okay, but if it's not up to par, you're gonna turn it down. Whereas maybe in the past you may have said, you know what, maybe let me just try this person out, let me just see if there's more beneath the surface, if there's greater compatibility than I'm sensing in this moment. But in 2021, you're not. It has to be that certain type of click and connection, or you're not even. And then in the sixth house, you have the Lovers. This is a lot of attention coming towards Aquarius singles. I do feel there's multiple offers on the table throughout 2021 for you, because here in the seventh house, we have Judgment, which is a true soulmate connection. Some of you, this could be a reconciliation. If it's a reconciliation, this person coming back in would have had to completely grown and matured to be at your level. Otherwise, you're going to turn it down. You're not interested. You want full-grown, mature love, because in the eighth house, which is, you know, all about major transformation, you have the Hermit. So in the third house, you know, learning, you have the Queen of Swords. And then in the eighth house, which is the house of transformation, you have the Hermit. This is not a year where your relationships and connections are meant to really challenge you, to grow you and evolve you. It's like that is going dormant. Your relationships and connections in 2021 are meant to support you, to bring you into harmony, to bring you healing, to bring you a lot of happiness and wish fulfillment. It's like if we're growing, you're building in the 3D. You've gone through all the lessons and experiences in the years leading up to 2021 to start building something much more substantial or significant in the 3D with your romantic connections, whether that's a new person coming in for you, or you and your current partner really just being in a good place and a good vibe with each other through 2021, and you're really building in the 3D, growing, because here in the ninth house we have the Ten of Pentacles. The ninth house is, you know, the higher learning, the higher spirituality, and it's like all your experience leading up to 2021, you get the reward of that. Like all that you've sown, you're now reaping in a positive way. And there in the 10th house, you have strength. And this, to me, Aquarius, is talking about you singles, where you may be a little tempted to entertain a connection that you know just isn't going to go anywhere. And this might be this person like that's trying to come back in for some of you, but you have evolved beyond that. Like the wisdom is too strong within. And so I see you overcoming that, like consciousness, overcoming the primal instinct, the animalistic nature of us, that temptation nature. Like your consciousness overcomes any of that throughout 2021. Mistakes you may have made in the past, you will not repeat this year. Like you have evolved beyond that. And then in the 11th house, you have the Two of Swords, which is like a blocking of energy, but I don't see that as like a blocking of connection coming into your life. I see that more of like a blocking of the superficial, where you are just not going to tolerate, even if at times you feel tempted, you're not going to tolerate romance that doesn't have true potential. You're not going to entertain any sort of friendship connection that isn't genuine, that you feel in your core. It's like you don't care about being popular. You don't care about a lot of people knowing who you are. You want real, genuine, honest and true connections because you've gone through a lot of lesson in relationships, which has grown you into this version of self. And so 2021 looks to be a year of connecting with soul tribe, having really true and honest relationships, you deflecting the superficial, refusing to entertain it. Even if you do feel lonely, you're like, nope, I'm not going there. And then with the Four of Pentacles in the 12th house, this is the only thing I see for some of you is having to let something go of the past because you know it just doesn't serve you anymore. And this feels strongly attached to those of you that have somebody trying to like come back in. There's a part of you that really wants to revisit that situation, but the part of you that has grown and evolved through all the experience of the past is like, I can't open myself up to that. You are really blocking your energy to the toxic, to relationships and connections that really don't have your best interest, Aquarius. And you're like, I would rather walk alone than have fake, superficial, somebody that's going to hurt me, somebody that's going to let me down, even if I really love them, even if I'm really attracted, if they're not in it with me equally, 100, I don't want it. You're just not there. And because you're surrendering your energy, singles, I feel like you are really attracting in a lot of opportunities. And there's somebody special coming into your life where you guys could truly grow and have a lot of potential in this connection, because we have this this 10 of Cups in the second house, which is finances, resources and assets, okay? And fourth house, the 6 of Pentacles. It's like you and another coming together to like take the next step in your relationship, getting committed, moving in together, getting married, starting a family. It's just some higher level of commitment. And with the Hermit in this 8th house, you both are in a place spiritually to equally contribute to this connection. So let's pull some more cards, Aquarius. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands with the 9 of Cups, and this tells me like what you have been wishing for, what you really want and desire for yourself is coming in very strong in 2021, just in general. But also, Aquarius, this is like the year. If you feel like any sort of self-improvement, you're going to be incredibly motivated. If you've been like nursing a broken heart and you've just kind of let yourself go and you just haven't cared through 2021, or I'm sorry, 2020 and 2021, there's just this spark that's reigniting inside of you, and you want to like self-improve, you want to take care of yourself, you want to feel good, you want to look good, and you have all the energy and motivation to do so. Those of you in a coupled up union, this is like where you and your partner are on the same page, and there's a motivation within you for this expansion and growth and creation in the 3D realm. You both are like equally on the same page in that. Also, a lot of offers for singles. And now here you have the 4 of Pentacles coming through here in the second house. You got the 4 of Pentacles twice. This is telling me a couple of things. Again, you're not going to be so giving. If you're somebody who is very spoiling, very giving, I'll buy you coffee, I'll buy you dinner, I buy you gifts, like that type of energy and relationships, you're really going to keep that part of you closed off in 2021 until you know that somebody is truly with you for the right reasons, okay? You know that you have a true connection, and this isn't just about money and gifts. I feel it's your energy overall in general. If you're somebody who's very spoiling, very attentive, very giving, very compromising, very flexible. You're holding back. You're not showing your full hand of your generosity and your kindness and the depth of your heart and your soul right off the bat. You are really making people prove themselves to you in 2021 before they get to open the magical door, which is Aquarius. That's so empowering. Like, you know your boundaries. You know a new type of self-love, Aquarius. Those of you in coupled up relationships, this is where I see with this Four of Pentacles, you both are putting all your energy into the same thing, which is the growth in the 3D realm. And here with the the Queen of Swords, we have the Six of Wands, and this is like a full recognition, you coming into a full recognition, Aquarius, of your worth and your value. You've learned your lessons and you're not interested in repeating the past. You have the motivation to make any changes that need to be changed. There's a healing that you feel coming from the inside out. Some of you have been working very, very hard at that, okay? But also that Six of Wands sitting there in the third house, it's time for rewards from past energy and effort. And here in the fourth house, we have the moon. The moon rules the sign of Cancer in the zodiac, and Cancer is the ruler of the fourth house. So this is true connection, like a telepathic connection, empathic connection, where you and your people, your soul tribe, really feel each other. You really get each other. You're growing roots in the 3D as well as spiritually and emotionally quite strongly. With the fifth house, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you don't care how many offers you're getting. It's got to be the one that you connect with in your soul, that you feel that spark in your soul. Here in the sixth house with the Lovers, we've got the Emperor. Yeah, Aquarius, you are definitely a catch, okay? And you know it. You know it. There's a lot of offers. And maybe in the past, you know, the slightest bit of chemistry you felt with somebody, you would try to pursue that. You're not. There's just this maturity about you emotionally and spiritually, and you're not willing to settle. You're not willing to pursue. You're like, I'm not the hunter, I'm the hunted. You've got to really come towards me. You've got to open up to me before I'll let my walls down. And it's not like this game you're playing. It's because you're this hermit energy. Many of you have learned how to be strong and comfortable on your own. And so at this point, coming into a romantic relationship only adds to your life. You have realized, like, I'm independent. I don't need anybody. I want somebody, but I don't need anybody. And that's a, you know, life lesson that some of you had to go through, like in your childhood. One of your parents, you know, if your parents were separated as you grew up, it's for some of you, it's like you had a parent who was very, very codependent, and they would center their entire self around their romantic partnership. And when they had no romantic partnership, then perhaps that's when they would make their whole life about you. But when there was a romantic relationship, it's like you were nothing. So some of you, you learned to be like second best, second choice. Like your parent taught you love wrong. Like and it was in your subconscious, like it's love is at the convenience of the person you're loving, like when it's convenient for them. And many of you have gone through a lot of friendships and romantic partnerships where that was the case. Like it's when the love was convenient for the other person, and you felt hurt often, right? But you didn't have a true recognition or awareness of the imbalance. Like I'm giving love, I'm doing what I got to do. Why am I not receiving it back? And just with the different challenges, you are finally coming into that illumination, and you see it and you understand it. And there's a different strength about you where you love me all the time, not just at your convenience or I'm not open to you. And you are going to make people prove themselves to you in a much deeper way. And that's why anybody coming back from the past, I really don't feel you're interested anymore. Aquarius, you're not, because you have changed and evolved. You're not the same person. And for some of you, like, there's a recognition of what I was missing, what I was hoping for, doesn't even exist anymore, because even if we got back together, we could never recreate what has now been lost. I'm somebody else, you're somebody else, life has happened. Just a very wise old sage you are about love, Aquarius, in 2021. And in that expansion of energy, it's like your energy becomes very, very attractive, because you're not chasing love, you're not pursuing love, you have surrendered into self. And it's like you're this lotus flower opening up, and so many people coming to take in your fragrance, your scent. All right, Ace of Pentacles with Judgment, 7th house. Yeah, very, very strong, significant soulmate relationship coming in for you singles in 2021. And couples already in union, you guys are building, expanding in the 3D somehow, some way, with the Hermit. Look at that. Yeah, we've got the Hierophant. That's 8th house. You've gone through your transformations. This is a year of silence on that. You're not going to go through those really heavy, painful challenges and lessons that you've been encountering. And now we have the Devil on the 9th house. Yeah, you've overcome your demons and your darkness, your shadow, the higher learning with strength. We have the 8 of Swords. Look at that. Look at that. You are closing your energy off to anybody who is not on the same page with you, romantically or otherwise. There is this strength about you. And even if you're tempted, Aquarius, you won't go there. Like, you rise above. And what was your weakness no longer is. Here under this 2 of Swords, we got the Queen of Swords again, 11th house. That is you blocking your energy because you know your worth and value. Remember, you got the Queen of Swords here in the 3rd house, and now you have it in the 11th house, which is your house, you know, the house Aquarius rules. You've got Jupiter and Capricorn in your sign, and it's like everything Capricorn has been teaching you, okay, everything. Saturn and Jupiter, I'm so sorry. You have Saturn and Jupiter in your sign, and everything Saturn has been teaching you while Saturn was in Capricorn, Aquarius, you learn and you get to receive and work with and experience in 2021. And so to me, Saturn moving into your sign is a blessing to you, along with Jupiter, and you are blocking out the phony, the superficial, the halfway. And it's like, no matter what, you have this internal strength to say no and have boundaries, and you will only let in what is real. Now we have this Queen of Wands here with the 4 of Pentacles for the 12th house there. And yeah, you know your worth, you know your value. This is not a year to work on lessons. You've done all of that prior, and it doesn't mean that you don't have lessons and growth that's happening in 2021, Aquarius. You absolutely do. What this is telling me is this is more of building in the 3D with somebody, which means the romantic love is on point. Chemistry, connection, like it's flowing, it's harmony, because that's not where your lessons lie for 2021. That's where you're gaining support and laying roots, laying a solid foundation. And give me a second so I could take a drink. All right, let's pull some more cards. I get like restless because I'm still sitting on the floor. My furniture is still delayed. Moving it from Colorado here to California, it's still delayed, so I'm still on the floor. You just don't know how old you are until you sit on the floor for like 30 or 40 minutes in the same position. All right, show us Aquarius. Okay, so we have the fall, changes in the air, your answer arrives in autumn, so dual message with that. Next is fifth dimension, intuitive communication. You are connected at the soul level, and we saw that here with the fourth house, the Six of Pentacles, and the moon. This is just a confirmation and reiteration of that. And lastly, we have regret, remorse, life regret, loss, start making empowered choices. So Aquarius, I really feel anybody trying to come back in, you're just not having it. You aren't having it. You don't want it. You're evolved beyond it. Even if you thought like that would never happen, that would never be a possibility. Okay, now what I see with these cards is this beautiful soulmate relationship, and we see that here with you know, the Judgment and the Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely have this special soulmate coming in. And with the fall, I feel a couple of messages about this. Some of you, that could be when you meet this soulmate, because remember, there's a lot of offers and opportunities showing up for Aquarius romantically in 2021. So some of you, it could be in the fall months that your soulmate comes in. So for Northern Hemisphere, what would the fall be? Like September 21st through December 20th, right before the summer solstice. And then in the Southern Hemisphere, when do we go into fall? March 20th, 21st through June 20th, 21st, right? So whether you're in the Southern or Northern Hemisphere, there is a beautiful soulmate connection coming in the fall. Some of you, this is talking about that person from the past coming back into your life in the fall, okay? And some of you, I do feel you may meet this soulmate much earlier in the year, okay? Or you come into 2021 knowing this person, and we may have like a temporary separation at some point. And I really feel if we have a separation, it's like because you choose that, Aquarius. You pull your energy back for some reason, and through that separation, you do a lot of soul searching, and you like reconnect with this person. Okay, it might be like that this relationship is just so real and like what you've asked for that it kind of scares you, it kind of spooks you, it overstimulates you a little bit, or it overstimulates them, spooks them a little bit. But any sort of true connection like that, there may be like a temporary separation, which I don't feel would be for very long, okay? But it would be like in the fall, you guys would come back together, okay? And now for the rest of you, as a general reading, this soulmate could come in at any point in 2021, singles. But if there is this new person, and then this person from the past returns, Spirit is saying you'll regret returning back to old energy, because the new energy is fifth dimensional. And I feel with the old person, you felt like that 5D connection to them, but I don't know that they necessarily felt it towards you. Like they weren't awakened and as aware as you, and this new energy coming in is aware of that 5D connection as you are aware of it. And so you feel that, like you know that 5D connection, and that might be why you have some temptation and maybe a little bit of confusion between the past trying to return and what's happening in your present. But just because of the energy I see, like you're gonna know. And I see you walking away from the past and choosing the new energy, because that person, that new energy, fills you as you feel them. Whereas this past person, you know, this is general. If they truly feel like a new vibe, this could be a reconciliation, okay? I just feel for most of you, you've evolved beyond that person. And the new energy takes you to a whole nother level. But, you know, when you have history with somebody, it's not as easy to walk away, right? But the fall time is, you know, also for couples, this could be where, you know, the big change, something you've been trying to grow and build for 3D is coming into play. But also with this, Aquarius, I just see like, oh, I regret leaving you, Aquarius. I regret this, that, and the other. And I just don't think you care anymore. You're like, I'm over it. I got all kinds of offers and opportunities. I know my worth and value. I know what I want. I'm ready. I've been preparing for a true union. Oh yeah, look at that long journey, a lifetime of memories and love. True love, a genuine connection, and eternal flame. Love that never fades, no matter time and distance. All right, Aquarius, yes, look at that. Beautiful. This deck, I get a little nervous to use this deck because there are, you know, negative cards in it, like, you know, kind of a lot. And this here lets me know that this new energy, this is your true love. You guys are meant to have a long journey with each other that is a whole different vibe than what you have previously gone through, okay? The flaky, the back and forth, the major heartbreak, and some of you, I feel it's like you were with one person for a really long time, and that ended, and you always kind of thought like, we'll get back together, like that's my true love. But you're just becoming somebody new this year, and this new person that comes in, you just see so much potential. You feel so much for them. There may be some hesitation, like, you know, if you keep moving forward, you're totally going to get over and forget that person of the past. And there might be some hesitation, but man, Aquarius, it's like the new energy is where it's at, 100%. Those of you already in union coming into 2021, this is where we're not having fights and tons of disagreements. Like, we're building together very strongly in the 3D. But Aquarius, this could be the year that you meet your true love. Look at that. And you let the past go, because you're like, nothing compares to this. All right, let's pull some more cards. Yeah, you've been on a journey of learning to really love yourself and know your true worth and value. Look at this, reaching out, and dual message with this. It's time for you to have this type of love where you're not having to do all the work or like do the chasing, the pursuing. This is where somebody comes and meets you halfway, is compromising with you, is flexible with you. But also, Aquarius, I do see this person from the past like coming back into your life after you've done a lot of work to get yourself back to good. Yeah, yep, look at temporary reconnection. So Spirit set this up perfect. This right here is your new love, your true love, Aquarius. New energy, that's coming in and being offered to you. And remember, you have like multiple offers and opportunities coming in 2021. Like, take your pick, but there's one very special person here, okay? Right here, coming in. This is the new energy. And look at, this is the old energy right here. Because this person from the past has pushed you into this place where you did need to take a minute to heal and have a time out. And now that you're back to good, I'm going to reach out, but this is just a temporary reconnection, okay? And I really feel it's temporary because you are choosing not to engage, or this person trying to come in because you're back to good, they're not going to stick around, okay? And that could be why if you give them any of like your energy, you'll have regret about it, because here it is. It's like it's a temporary thing. This isn't where you belong. Like, you deserve so much better than this person of the past. I mean, the new love, long journey, a lifetime of memories and love, true love, genuine connection, eternal flame, love that never fades, no matter time or distance. Okay, that's this new person. That's the connection you share with them. And, you know, those of you already in couple status, to me, this is the way you're building, like falling ever more in love. And the past is the past. Whatever you guys faced in the past is no longer a thing. Or if one of you was trying to heal and get over past relationships or just baggage from life, like, the healing process is complete, and it's time to really start building together in the 3D realm. Aquarius, singles, this could be the year you meet your true love, like the one. I mean, you got true love right there, your eternal flame. Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase. Yep, healing the inner child and growth. Look at that. Everything we've talked about, you know, like that building in the 3D, going to the next level, relationship evolving to the next phase. And then some of you, this is the healing of that emotional energy, and then growth with new love, all in one card. And girl with the snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. This is talking about the person of the past, but also with boundaries here, Aquarius, this is you being empowered and really it's like putting those boundaries into place, and just a confirmation that the past person is nobody you want. Because look at ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. That's what you've been doing. And so this year, you are ascending in love, Aquarius. You are ascending. You are growing and building in the 3D. It's not a year of like emotional lessons. It's a year of growing in the 3D, which means a lot of harmony in your heart, in your soul, around love in general, around all relationships in general. And this new person, singles, oh, they want to give you the whole world. But the past comes back and knocking, and it's just the same old story. So let's pull you one final message. In fact, if you and this new person like have a temporary separation, it might be around confusion of the past for you, okay? but you will regret walking away from the new. Like Spirit has made that so strong. And look at, we've got surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Ooh, is surrender your hands. Aquarius, love is meant to be good for you in 2021, and it's definitely a year of building in the 3D and like meeting your true love, you singles out there. So those are your messages, Aquarius. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.